beautiful beings of love light. It's Eve here, bringing you some guidance for this first full moon within the Western New Year and the last full moon within the Chinese New Year. It's all coming in under this energy. We've got the vibration of one very present this month. We're in a 9-year now. 2025 is a 9-year. And the month of January will always be a 1 vibration. When you add it to the year though, it equals 10, which reduces to a 1. So we've got that 1-1 energy with us here every day of January. And here we've got this beautiful first full moon in the sign of Cancer. It's happening here on the 13th of January. With full moons, we start entering the vortex of its energy approximately 3 days prior. So on the 10th of January, we started going into it. We will exit that vortex that it's in on the 15th, going into the 16th of January, keeping in mind that the full moon energy lasts for about 15 days. But that vortex energy is where we're getting waves from the higher dimensions. We're getting waves coming in, spiritual, metaphysical, higher frequency waves coming in from the cosmos. And the full moon in Cancer is a very beautiful full moon because the moon's natural ruler is the sign of Cancer. So the moon feels very, very good within this sign. And we've got very beautiful aspects occurring around it. We have Neptune, Saturn in Pisces. We've got Uranus in Taurus. We've got beautiful earth and water energies that are nurturing and feeding this moon. This is the wolf moon. It is considered the leanest of all of the full moons we get during the year. In the wolf moon, we're being asked to find hope within and to be patient for the winter to end to bring us the spring. So the wolf moon is about loyalty and hope. I keep getting that word over and over again, hope. And know that your dreams are going to come in. Know that the prosperity that you're seeking to increase in your life is around the corner. However, with the wolf moon, it's a time to be lean, to really watch our finances, watch where we're spending our time, money, and our energy, right? So you want to be lean with it. You want to go within yourself with the energy, which fits perfectly with the full moon in Cancer because Cancer likes to be homebound, wants to be doing family things. Cancer is the sign of comfort and nurturance and loves to sit by the fire and really just bask in that warmth. Cancer is a sign of warmth. And so this full moon is asking us indeed to be in that energy. So let's look at the numerology. We already know the month of January with the year 2025 is a 1 energy, or a 10 if you will. And here on the 13th, 1 and 3 is 4. And when we add that to the 1 from the year and the month, we've got the number 5. So this full moon is coming in under the vibration of number 5. And 5 is the number of travel, exploration. It's the number of change. Changes could be coming in very quickly for many of us. And the fact that we've got that 1 energy very strong this month, the 1 and the 5 go very well together here. However, the full moon, that wolf moon is just saying, again, be somewhat patient with the changes that you want to create, and you might need to respond right away to something that is coming into your life though. All right, so there's the numerology. Let's look at the cards coming in and what messages they have for us. You know, Cancer is the sign that the moon normally rules. And we've got beautiful energy around this full moon. We've got a lot of water. So we may all be feeling a little bit emotional, but also a feeling of, what's the word I was getting? we want to invest in our home right now, and we want to invest in our hearth, or our hearth, if you will. That represents home is where the heart is our hearth. I think I'm saying it right. And so you're wanting to put your energy into the things that matter most to your heart. So when we're dealing with a full moon in Cancer, we are doing heart work here. We are seeking comfort in our lives, the things that make us feel safe right now, because Cancer is also a sign of feeling safe and feeling protected. And it's also a sign of the nurturer. So you want to be nurturing the things that matter most to you, and you want to be around people that you get nurturance from and that are mutually supportive with you in your life. So those are the overall energies that are coming in here. And I wanted to look at what beautiful goddess, oh wow, message. And I've never ever pulled her from this deck before. This is Mother Mary. And it's interesting, her number is 31, and the full moon is occurring on 13. So that's the same number, isn't it? Just reversed, and the energy is 4. So she's 31, and Mother Mary, Divine Mother Mary, she's an ascended master. The message she's bringing to us is miracles. It's a time to believe in miracles again. We are a living miracle. Our life is a living miracle. When you think of the millions, perhaps even billions or trillions of atoms and molecules and energy that it takes to create a human life, that is a miracle. So every one of us walking this earth, we are a miracle. And Mother Mary wants you to be reminded of that you carry miracles within you. It's time to believe again that you can create miracles at any time in your life. All it requires in you is a renewal of hope. There's that word again. And to believe that miracles are possible. Mother Mary's here to let us know that don't look at what you think is possible. Look instead at what you truly want. And if it's something that sings inside your heart, then know that the possibility of it is out there. Even if it's improbable, it is still possible. And with her energy here, she can create the improbable into the possible. A miracle is exactly that, something you do not expect. And so what she's also telling us here is that there's some unexpected things coming into our life. They may feel like a small miracle, they may feel like a big miracle, but it's time to believe in them more and to feed them. Because when you feed the energy of miracles, you then enter its essence and its vibration. And when you're in the vibration of miracles, you're then the co-creator with the divine. You are in your co-creator energy naturally, and anything you want to manifest that is in alignment with your heart's truest desire and your soul's journey, you can make come into being. It is all possible under this energy. So some of you may have been in this place where you don't believe in miracles anymore. You know, you've let go of your faith. You felt hopeless. You've had a lot of doubt. And Mother Mary is here to tell you, I'm here, call on me. I will bring that faith back to you. I will return hope to you. Yeah, she wants you to also recognize that the hand of the divine is always working on your behalf. Life is always happening for you, not to you. It's only a frame of reference. You are a powerful co-creator, but you are also responsible and accountable for all of your thoughts, feelings, and belief that seed your field of dreams. So she's saying that in order to really create the miracles and to keep them going, to make the miracles your reality, you also have to be responsible for what you are creating. Be responsible for what you're thinking all the time. Be responsible for your feelings, and be responsible for what you believe, because that's the energy we live in day to day, right? And wherever you put most of your energy, that's how the reality around you then forms. So she's even asking us to maybe look at our thoughts, our feelings, and our beliefs to see what have we been creating all this time, and would you like to change that? All right. Yeah, this is all about your mindset. The moment is an opportunity. This moment's an opportunity if you want to turn things around, but it has to first begin with your thinking. What if you remembered that all of your repeated thoughts, feelings, and belief call the world into form? That means you have power. She's saying you are a powerful being. Decide to walk in those shoes. Become accountable for your thoughts. Become accountable for your feelings, right? You are the one you have been waiting for. What did I say? You are the miracle. You only need to choose how you're going to respond to your current reality, and take it one day at a time. What is for you has its own timetable. That's also the other message she has here for us. The divine is working for you and with you if you accept to work with it, right? And so we're being asked here to really key in to that energy here. I didn't realize I had there we go, perfect. So let's go from beautiful Divine Mother Mary, she's the goddess guiding us here, into what portal, what cosmic energetic portal is this full moon energy opening up for us? And of course, we had it open when we hit January 11th and 10th, because we were already in the energy of 111 and the energy of the full moon. What beautiful portals were opened for us? The portal of the past. Something about the past is affecting your current life right now. Could be something you know, could be something from your childhood, from your adolescence, from your early adulthood, could be something only in the last year or two, but that's still our past. Something is affecting you. Now, this can also refer to past lives. And what I'm also, look at that picture. See how she's interconnected through all of those portals? Those represent the lifetimes, but that also represents the ancestral line. And so the third message here would be, are you being affected by a pattern that your ancestors have been carrying from generation to generation until it is recognized, reconciled, and healed? So these are the things that we are looking at right now. And you may want to sit down and do some journaling, go into deep meditative state. If you don't know what this is about, meditate on it. Ask, what is affecting me from either my earlier past in this lifetime, from another lifetime, or am I being affected from my ancestral line, or even from my familial line? Know how to recognize, or learn how to recognize when something that's affecting you is actually not yours. It's coming from someone else. And a lot of times it could be coming from a friend group where we're listening to what they're saying over time, and their pattern then becomes our pattern. Think about that. People in the military, that's what they adopt. People in the police force, people in the government, people in the corporate world, Be aware of the hat that you are wearing. Are you taking on those beliefs and the patterns that go with them? And then you have to ask yourself, is that something I even want? Because right now, that is either positively affecting your life or it is negatively affecting it. Because it could be also positively affecting it. However, right now, our past lives, the past is somehow affecting us. So I want to read a little bit closer on this. Yep, your current situation has roots in the past. Enter the past portal so that you can examine where these roots are coming from. Are they coming from young adulthood, childhood? Perhaps this is a situation that has nothing to do with you, but you've taken on that mantle from someone else. Okay? Looking into the past must be done with self-compassion, though. So when you're looking into this, do it from the framework of love and compassion, that you're only here to see where the roots lie. You are not here to judge them, because when you judge them, you keep the pattern going. When you come with compassion and love and understanding, in that moment, you can actually heal it, reconcile it, and release it, right? Filaments of your past exist in your DNA, your memory, and even your spiritual blueprint. And you can change your relationship with all of these things, which in turn will change the very things themselves. So your guidance here, in order to figure this out, is to really access your intuition, because you were born with wisdom. You were born with knowledge. When we have many past lives where we set a pattern into motion, we must now look at it through the eyes of love, because no matter what, whether this is from this life or another, or even an ancestral one, you were always doing the best you could with what you had in front of you. And that is true in this lifetime as well, just as your ancestors were doing the same thing, and your parents. So judgment is something you should not have on the table with you. Instead, bring intuition with you. That is your guide here. So you want to ask of your intuitive body, what pattern, challenge, or issue from the past will benefit me to look at right now? And what do I need to see or understand about it so that it can then be released? And what you need to know about this, it's all going to come in for you in perfect timing, whether that's right now when you're listening to this, whether it's in the coming weeks or days. It's going to come in perfect timing. And remember, also, we're talking about possible challenges, but these can also be gifts that are going to come through this portal from past lives. Maybe you have a gift of healing. Maybe you have a gift of writing. Maybe there's a creative gift that has been lying dormant within you. This is about you giving access to this voice. All right? Wow. This is phenomenal. And of course, it's funny because we've got the energy of 3 there. And we had Mother Mary with 31. So we've got that 3 energy very prevalent. And then we've got number 23, which is a 5. So we've got the energy of 5 reiterating itself through the cards. And this one is saying that we have choices. And we have more choices available than we probably realized we had. So the card of choice is asking you to move cautiously here, though. See, this person is not running into it. In fact, they're carrying a light, right? A beautiful wand of illumination. And this person here looks like a hermit, so someone who wants to make the wisest choice possible. And so the message from the card of choice is if you have 2 or 3 or 4 or even more choices in front of you, weigh them out, the pros and the cons. Do a lot of inner reflection around it and ask your heart, which one are you feeling the strongest pull towards? And then ask your logical mind, which one makes the most sense? And hopefully you can get your logical mind and your heart agreeing on the same opportunity. And what I'm also feeling here is that some of you might have multiple opportunities and you don't want to just take one. You want to work on at least 2, if not 3 of them, because they all hold something that you value at this time. Again, though, pause in this reflection here and ask, do I have the time to do all 2 or 3? And if I do, can I give it the proper energy is what I'm also getting here. So you're going to have choices ahead of you and be mindful of it. This path is not asking you to go in quickly, is it? Pause as you go in. Take some time to tune in to what these different pathways are, but also take time to tune in to the different aspects of your personality and what your different aspects want here. I love this saying by Walt Whitman, we are large, we contain multitudes. So you might be confused or indecisive because one part of you wants to go towards option A, another part wants to go towards B, another part says, well, C has something too. And you need to get grounded. Only when you get grounded, when you're in a meditative state, when you do the inner reflection work and you do even some journaling, writing things out, are you going to be guided towards the right path? Okay, and then the last message here is it may also be helpful to check in and see if any of the voices guiding you here in your inner landscape are not yours. So we're going back to this one, aren't we? It's a very interesting dynamic there with the past, and this could even represent past choices, that maybe your past choices led you now to a window of opportunities, and this time you want to make a different choice. And I'm going to make a very strong suggestion here. What I'm hearing from my guides is this time you need to choose one where there's no other voice in your head but yours. It's not based on what your family wants for you. It's not based on what your culture or religion wants for you or your spouse or your children. It's based on what you feel is the clearest path for your own soul growth. And I'm not saying that you don't have to listen to other people's advice. It's wonderful to listen to advice, especially if the choices involve your children or they involve your spouse or significant relationship. It's important to listen to how they are seeing it, what they would like to see happen. However, if it's a relationship thing, ultimately a significant other is going to want you to choose what is best for you, not what is best for them. That's what a true partnership does, even if that means that there's time apart, okay? Now, if it's your children, that's a different story. Then you do really want to sit with that longer, all right? So you have choices here that you are facing. So let's take a look at our last cards from the Goddess of the Moon. What is our guidance here? How can we work with anything from the past that is coming up? How can we work with the choices that are in front of us? How can we really call in these miracles and believe in miracles again? And the answer is balance. and that is a waning gibbous moon. So that's the energy that comes in after the full moon. So when we get to the 3rd and 4th and 5th day after the full moon, that is the period that we call the waning gibbous. So something coming in after the full moon has occurred is going to probably bring you information that's going to help you in making these decisions. The word here, though, is balance. You've got to come from a place of homeostasis. What I'm getting is the word too much. Maybe you have too many things on your plate, you're thinking too much, you're responding too quickly. Slow down. Balance does not come from a place of being a runner, okay? Now, when I say that, a sprinter is the word I'm looking for. Balance does not come from sprinting. Balance comes from the marathon runner, okay? You see the difference there? The marathon runner paces themselves because they have a long way to go and they have to work with the energy they have. So balance is a absolutely pivotal ingredient for you in working with the energies of this full moon. Ooh, and I'm getting another message here. Overwhelm. Don't feed overwhelm, please. Overwhelm is a place that you don't want to visit often, and it's certainly not a place you want to make a home. Okay? Overwhelm puts us in a place of being reactive, not responsive. And you are completely out of balance when you do that. So the card of balance is giving us all very, very clear instructions. Look to where in your life something might be out of balance and seek to bring it into balance. All right? You could be juggling a lot of different things right now. If you cannot handle it all and still have your balance intact, there's something you're going to have to let go of. And you've got to sit there and think about what that is, because your balance is necessary for what you need to do here. And last, we have the masculine. I love that. That is the lunar god, number 42, which is a number 6. And now that's interesting. I'm getting this numerology thing. The full moon is occurring at 24 degrees of Cancer. So that, of course, is 42 reversed. Just as we started with Mother Mary 31, the full moon occurring on the 13th, we've got some very interesting numbers here. And so pay attention to the numbers that are coming in: 13, 31, 3s, 23, number 5, which is very prevalent, and then also number 6, okay? Or 24 or 42, which equals 6. The lunar god is telling us to really work with our sacred masculine energy right now. It's to take a leadership role in our life, to really feed the sacred masculine. The sacred masculine is physically vital, very physically alive. They have a lot of physical power. So the sacred masculine is someone who feels very strong, physically strong, but is also mentally and emotionally strong as well. So the word I keep getting here from the sacred masculine energy is to feed your inner courage, okay? And the other word I'm getting is it's time for you to lead, not just to lead by example, but to take on a leadership role somewhere in your life right now, that this is needed. And it's time for you to reach out and help people that need help, because the sacred masculine is not only the leader and has great physical vitality, power of will, and strength, but is also the great protector. So what in your life do you feel you really need to protect? Do you need to really protect your own energy? Do you need to protect your family? Or do you need to protect others that cannot fend properly for themselves right now, that are in a weakened state, and they could really use your strength and your courage and support. So you giving your support out to others right now and leading by example and being visible in the world and using your protective energy to help others is a very important aspect, along with balance, that you want to feed. And what I love here is we've got that masculine energy. And think about this, the sacred feminine is balance. And without balance, we do not have harmony. So we've got both the sacred masculine and sacred feminine energies that we are feeding here. I love that. I love that. May the positive attributes of the masculine energy align with me. That is your mantra for that. So I want to complete with just some messages from my Moon Oracle. Oh, very interesting. I have some sign languages. So I've got the sign of Virgo and I have the sign of Taurus. So those of you watching, many of you may be earth signs. You could have an earth placement in terms of your moon, or perhaps your Venus or your rising sign. But overall, we're being guided by earth energy here. And with Virgos, it's about prioritizing things. So the Virgo energy is the energy of discernment, prioritization, and health. With Virgo, you always want to check in with your physical well-being. You want to check in with your mind and your body to see if there's anything that you need to look at in terms of personal healing right now, okay? But Virgo energy is also about what are you going to make a priority here, and to get to the discernment to do that. And then Tauruses are known for their stability and also their strength and their perseverance, right? They don't give up easily. Tauruses are very consistent. So with that Virgo Taurus energy, these are the energies that we need to feed right now. So during this full moon, don't make any dramatic changes yet to your lifestyle. Make sure you have clarity before you do that. And then the last card is new moon affirmations. Oh, we're getting a new moon on the other side of the full moon. I am open to receiving everything I could ever dream of and more. I open my heart to receive beautiful miracles and unlimited blessings. So we're back to Mother Mary. That is beautiful. So I want to leave us with a last Moon Magic card here that I pulled from my Moon Magic deck by Stacy DeMarco. What is her last guidance for us? Life is conspiring for me. It's the last quarter moon. Life is conspiring for me. That is your mantra. Sending you all so much love.